Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about 7 red flags in the beginning stages of a relationship that you are dating or getting to know a very toxic person. Because when we don't know what we're looking for, we often get misguided into believing in what they're telling us, believing that they are a genuine person as they influence us into trusting within them. And there are many ways a narcissistic person will go about doing this. One of the first methods a narcissist will often use is that very fast involvement. And as we know that we can feel good when around certain people, we can also enjoy spending time with certain people. As one of the love languages is that giving of gifts. We can know that we enjoy giving gifts and we might enjoy receiving gifts. When it comes to a narcissistic person, it's going to be those excessive gifts. They are going to be giving in the excess, and there's strings attached to those gifts that you might not notice in the beginning. You might be someone who feels uncomfortable receiving a gift anyway. So when you receive a lavish gift from somebody, because you automatically feel uncomfortable receiving gifts, you don't connect the fact that you feel uncomfortable because their gift is over the top. So when they are love bombing you with those excessive gifts, just take your time in getting to know them. Make sure they're not going to use those gifts against you further down the line. When you're only 1 or 2 weeks into knowing somebody and they're booking an expensive holiday for 6 months down the line, when you don't even really genuinely know each other, you can get carried away with things and swept up with things, when in reality you just need to take a step back and just let's get to know each other a little bit better first. One of the best methods to spot a narcissist is by saying no to them. If someone is going to be offended by you saying no in the early stages of the relationship, that's a big red flag within itself. Flattery. Another one of the love languages is those words of affirmation. So people do, on a day-to-day life, compliment each other. So when someone compliments you, whether you are someone who enjoys giving compliments out but doesn't really enjoy receiving compliments, when a narcissist is flattering you, we don't always recognise it as flattery. We can sometimes think, oh, I'm not that keen on taking compliments from other people, so we don't see what they're actually doing to us. We can recognise we feel uncomfortable, but we don't recognise why. So it's those excessive compliments that don't actually mean anything or don't actually match who you are as a person, compliments that get you questioning what's that all about. So they're flattering you rather than paying a genuine compliment to you. And when it comes to flattery, a narcissist is usually flattering you over something you've done for them, or something that's worked well together. They're not paying you a compliment about who you are as a person. It's about what you've done for them, what you've provided for them, what they like you doing for them. Rushing you into the relationship, rushing you into making important decisions, rushing you into looking into houses, rushing you into having children, sweeping you along while they've got you hooked in those positive emotions, because you don't realise they're about to exploit you, because you're not looking for the bad in other people. So it's easy to get swept away with it. Always in touch. Another one of the love languages is wanting to spend time with other people, wanting to connect with other people. So when someone wants to be in touch with you, when someone wants to go out with you, when someone wants to spend time with you, it is very flattering. However, when they are messaging you the second they get up for work, when they're on their breaks, at dinner time, when they're on the way home, whenever you are apart, when they are bombarding you with messages, when they are expecting messages in return, when you feel like you're neglecting your day-to-day life to make sure you message them back, when they're texting often, when they're calling you often, when they're making plans for the weekend with you without fully consulting you, just telling you that, oh, I planned for us to do this. And when you're taken aback and, oh, I've already got plans, and like, oh, I thought it'd be a nice surprise, to guilt trip you into making a choice between what you'd already agreed to do and them, because they want to know that they're more important to you than anything else that you may have planned. When they stop over, yet they don't seem to leave. When they stop over and their stuff slowly gets moved into your home, when they're telling you that, well, they're there all the time anyway, they might as well move in with you. They can help you out around the home. Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs somewhere to stay. And they're going to be in your face and in your space, love bombing you that much into a whirlwind that you don't see what is happening to you. 3, that's superficial charm. So they seem very genuine at first. They seem full of charisma. They seem full of confidence. They can be really in your face. Some can seem extremely honest and extremely genuine. And it is that superficial charm, as they're selling you an illusion of who they can be and what life will be like with them, to influence you into falling for them. And then once you've fallen for them, they change the game on you. They manipulate you to change yourself, to try and bring back that person you first met who didn't genuinely exist. They existed in that moment, in that reality, to exploit you, but they didn't genuinely exist as a person. It's not who they are. It's not their personality. They borrowed your personality to sell you your dreams, to bait you into the relationship. And then once they've got you in that relationship, they revealed who they were, yet blamed you for why they turned into the person you didn't meet. They're more arrogant. They exaggerate their own sense of importance. They put others down to make themselves look bigger and better. Because they exaggerate their own sense of importance, they can act extremely entitled. They don't like queuing for things. They don't like waiting around for things. They don't believe they need to phone up to book that table. They believe they should just turn up and get that table. They believe they deserve special attention. They believe they deserve special treatment. And if they don't get what they want, they are very quick to cut people off out of their lives. Not because other people have hurt them, as in caused somebody pain, because other people didn't do exactly what they wanted the other person to do. As they are extremely envious of other people, they can be extremely jealous of other people. As they are extremely envious, as they are extremely jealous, they can rush you into that commitment. They cannot like you going out with your friends, although they will turn it on to how your friends are bad for you, how your parents interfere too much into the relationship. They will twist it so it seems like they're doing you a favour, so it seems like they're helping you out, when what they're doing is isolating you because they're jealous of other people being around you. They're jealous of other people that could potentially influence you into making a decision that doesn't serve the narcissist. They're worried other people might let you in on what the narcissist is actually doing to you. So they're going to go all out to isolate you from support. And as they are very envious of other people, you might notice they talk poorly of other people. They might talk poorly of your friends. They might talk poorly of your family. They might talk poorly of their friends and their family. They're going to talk very badly of all their exes. They're going to be putting everybody else down. They're going to be gossiping about other people. If somebody has got something new because they're envious of other people's possessions, if that's a possession the narcissist is envious of, they're going to be talking badly of it. They're going to be invalidating it. They're going to be putting people down. And if they're putting other people down, if they're talking badly about others to you, one day they will be invalidating you and they will be talking badly about you to others, because they're very resentful of other people's possessions. They're very resentful of other people's relationships. So they seek to sabotage those relationships. They seek to destroy those relationships. They seek to divide people up so that the narcissist can conquer those people. Now, some narcissistic people will have those fly monkeys and those enablers that they seemingly really get along with, that may have never offended the narcissist, or they might talk about how they cheated on the ex and seem genuine, that superficial charm, seem like they're being honest with you, when if they did not change their personality for the ex that they hurt and lied and cheated on, they're not going to change their personality for you. It is still who they are deep down as a person. If they did it to an ex, if they did it to the ex before then, they're going to do it to you, and they will do it to the new. It's who they are as a person. Extremely negative. So when they're always looking for the bad in other people, when they're always looking for the bad in situations, when they're always looking for what will go wrong for you or for others, when they can never be happy for other people, they're always seeking to pull other people down to feel better about themselves. We can all go through life experiences. We can all go through depression. We can all go through negative moments. Not really because we're genuinely depressed, but because of the life that we're living that is depressing. So we can all have those negative moments. We can all look at the worst that could happen. When it comes to people looking at the worst that can happen, they're usually looking at the worst that could happen for themselves. They're usually looking at the negative for themselves. They're usually sabotaging themselves. When it comes to a narcissist, they're looking at the worst that could happen for you, the worst that could happen for other people, to protect you, to help you. Oh, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Well, what if this was to happen? So it seems like they're trying to genuinely help you when they are actually sabotaging you. They are stopping you from doing the things that you enjoy doing. When they turn around and say, well, what on earth would you want to live there for? Why on earth would you want to go on holiday there? It's not their business why someone else would want to live there or go on holiday there. That's the other person's life. But a narcissist wants to twist it into, it's not that I'm really having a go at that person. It's more just questioning things. When they're trying to get you to focus on the bad of another person, the bad of another situation, to bring other people down so that the narcissist can feel better within themselves. When they talk badly of others, when they are extremely negative about things, it shows their lack of genuine empathy. When they switch off from people, it shows their lack of genuine empathy. Genuine people find it very, very difficult, very challenging at first to start going no contact with toxic people. Once they begin to recognise signs of toxic people, it becomes easier. However, they don't do it because they don't care about the other person. They do it because they recognise who the other person is. Narcissistic people cut people off when they're not getting their own way, when they're not getting what they want, when they can't exploit other people. Take your time in getting to know people for who they genuinely are and not who they sell themselves to be. And we are all capable of putting our best side out to people, not to exploit people just because it's who we are as a person. It's not to hurt another person. It's to get to know people for who they are. Any signs you noticed of red flags in the early stages of a relationship with a narcissistic person, please add those into the comments for people reading through. If you are looking for further support and understanding and help overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. And remember, people can behave in many different ways. Without at least 5 of the 9 criteria, it doesn't necessarily make someone a narcissist. 1 or 2 can make them quite narcissistic and people that you might like to distance yourself from. Always be careful around those who lack empathy. You have to keep yourself safe around those who lack empathy, because they fail to care for how their behaviour will affect you. They fail to care for how they can hurt other people and the implications of that. Instead, they just find somebody else to blame. Remember, you are enough. You do deserve better. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.